Welcome back, hope all is well, salutations, it's Wayne, let's talk some game. So now that summer came around, the RPG scene has been fire, JRPGs have been on a roll, I've been having a lot of fun on Switch too. Final Fantasy Rebirth has been beating me up, and I've been playing the Digimon Time Stranger demo, and those two games from action RPG to turn-based RPG really got me thinking, what happened to the grind? Because I'm now in part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII series, and looking back on Remake and Integrate, there wasn't a time where I was really like grinding to level up outside of the mini games and just collectibles, you know? And I consider it by design from the developers, because instead of fighting over and over to level up stats and max out your skill tree, you're exploring the map and really getting immersed in the open world feel of the expanded world, which is dope. Clearly needed for the PS1 version now that we're in the future. Modern gaming, great. But in JRPGs, oftentimes than not, there comes a skill gap where you have to grind or something, unless you're like one of those inherent grinders who've been just playing the game and constantly leveling up, rerunning enemies, farming out, right? Cool. That brings me to Digimon Time Stranger, because right now I'm predominantly on the Switch 2, and we just got the demo, which transfers your save data to the game when it drops later in July, right? And for a short demo that only gives you the info chapter, I'm like 15 hours in, and I've been rerunning, farming different spots, maxing out, converting the Digimon, and all in preparation to make 2 different save files for when I get the game. One to play on normal and next to play on like New Game Plus. And that really got me back in my old bag, turn-based bag, because there's a Chaos Dramon on the first floor of the Metropolitan building inside Digimon Time Strangers, right? And clearly it's to teach you that you don't have to fight everything. But if you're patient, you could take time to convert your Digimon, wash, rinse, and repeat to level them up. And if you're really tapped into the battle system, you'll eventually piece together the weaknesses. So the often strat that you see is a Moondramon that you cultivate and just max out, go crazy, spin back, and then you beat the Chaos Dramon, which is a mega level Digimon. Now, funny enough, you can't farm that Digimon to convert it and then go into the game with a Chaos Dramon on your team, which is fair. That would have been game breaking, a little too much, right? But beating it does give you a little boost, a helpful item. Whether it's worth it, that's up to you to decide. Even with that being said, I have not killed the Chaos Dramon, but I've been farming in this demo, right? Just to get right for the first boss fight, because from my personal experience, I'm tired of all these boss fights, bro. Every game I've been playing for the last like 6 months is boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. And I love it. I say this like a complaint out of love, you know? I love it because that's what I play games for, and like I love the challenge. The challenge and the difficulty and getting swamped a couple times, that's fun to me. And then figuring out the pattern and really adjusting and figuring out the mechanics to like get the advantage, that is fun to me in gaming. And the opposite of that for me, the opposite of fun, boredom, when it comes to gaming, is being told what to do or exactly one for one guided on how I should play. That's kind of like where I'm done with it, right? So in retrospect, I'm looking back at Final Fantasy VII like, dang, dog, because the PS1 version, I really had to grind at a certain point where I was in the desert, and it was by design that the desert was a puzzle. It was by accident that I ended up grinding and leveling up as much as I did, because I was just stuck in the loop, right? Cool. Bittersweet, great accident. Later on, I ended up going crazy until the next level gap hit. Now I'm in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, and it's not like that. Even exploring and maxing out the map, you run into like not that many fights or opportunities to level up. Your party level goes up, which is cool, and you get a whole bunch of bonus and stat effects there. So it balances out, but it's not really the same JRP grind that you're really used to, you know? And in the last year, I've been actively playing different types of games. So now that I'm coming back home to what I love and what I'm used to, it's like, aside from reminiscing, it's like, ooh, I miss that. Like, do I Like, do I still got it? Am I nice? What's going on here, right? And as patient as I am as a person, I often find myself getting really aggravated super quickly when it doesn't click. As much as I love the grind and overcoming the challenge, like, I'll be in the chat with the homies, I'll be chilling on my own time, and I'll switch in between games. And it's kind of like the curse of having a digital library, especially on the Switch, because it's so easy to back out rage quit that it's like, boom, you done. Boom, I'm out of here. Ugh, it's been ugly because there was a point where I had to stop because it got to a stage where I'm playing 3 different games and I'm getting cooked at like 3 different boss fights. There's no flow happening in any game and I'm rotating. And it took me like taking a couple days, putting the Switch down, coming back and forcing myself like, really, oh, this is the one game I'm playing. And boom, it clicked. I got in flow state and I ended up knocking out a few games like that. Mouse for Hire was one of them, especially that because shooters are probably my top 3 worst games personally as a gamer, right? But I love learning and I love like getting a handle of things, and you get better the more you do it. It's a video game. But with JRPGs, the stories I get so invested in. That's what I love about them so much, that it really like eats me up when I'm getting cooked in a game that I really love and like I'm really into. And it's like, oh, bruh, am I trash? Is it me? What is going on? Especially when it's like a series you've been invested in. It's like, huh? But my mind state when going into a game, if I spend money on a game, I'm seeing the end credits. I don't care. So thug it out, rock out, chop it up, you know?